Well, everyone wants to move to the north side of town. We're newer and shinier and, well, I think the numbers speak for themselves. You don't own exclusive rights to new and shiny, and besides, we're more affordable. About this time last year, I decided I wanted to do some vlog tours. So I went out, grabbed myself a selfie stick, and started practicing, and it was just a complete failure. Okay, I'm 5'2". I don't have long arms, and it was like impossible to even get myself in the picture, much less trying to get like the neighborhood behind me. Seriously, how do people do this? Blake is one of our realtors here at home in Dallas. We're a family brokerage, so he's also our son. And I told him, lucky for him, he was going to get to go on vlog tours with me and get to hold the camera. We covered South Dallas, North Dallas, every suburb you can imagine, and pretty much every Jersey Mike's along the way because, man, their Italian sub, amazing. Anyway, that's what I want to share with you today. I want to share our vlogging journey and how the North and South are just completely different, right? And see, the thing is that North Dallas and Collin County, they've grown more quickly. And since more people have moved there, more people talk about it. But hello, the Dallas housing market is a hot mess right now. And as home prices and interest rates go up, more home buyers are considering South Dallas and Ellis County because it's more affordable. Now, the problem with that, okay, it's less populated, and you just don't hear as much about it. This is a problem, but in this video, we're gonna change that. Today, I'm gonna compare the North to the South, and we're gonna talk about 5 big differences. In fact, by the time we're done, you're gonna know more about the North and South Dallas areas than the average person at Walmart. Well, hello, this is Wendy Pinnell, and in 2021, Collin County saw the second highest growth in the country with a population of over 1.1 million. Meanwhile, cute little Ellis County has had its own respectable growth spurt, climbing to a robust 201,000. We're so proud of you. And then you have Dallas right in the middle, with North Dallas trending more like Collin County, and then South Dallas expanding rapidly into Ellis County. According to NBC's Ken Kalthoff, North Texas has mostly grown to the north of Dallas and Fort Worth for years, but the tide is turning. He goes on to say Ellis County to the south is feeling the boom with tremendous growth in Waxahachie and Midlothian as those cities work to preserve their small town charm. So let's start there. Let's talk about vibe as comparison number 1. Now, on the northern end of Dallas, Collin County is new, it's shiny, and it is made for a lot of people, okay? Collin County is the 6th most populated county in Texas, and it's doing it well, okay? The county focuses on like shared green spaces. There's a lot of like encouragement for healthy outdoor activities, you know, things like getting out there and walking, right? In fact, one trip to Frisco, and you're gonna be hard pressed to find any of the areas at all that don't have really wide walkable sidewalks. In fact, Collin County was actually ranked the healthiest community in the entire state. And when Blake and I were driving through Frisco, okay, there were people out walking everywhere. Lots of people like in fitness gear, you know, kind of carrying their weights. Lots of moms with their babies in strollers just walking down the street. Now I should say though, before you start packing your bags for Frisco or Allen, you should know that most of the county's space is taken up with a lot of that shared green space, also a lot of retail, a lot of dining, and so the housing, man, it has really small yards with not a whole lot of privacy, right? So just really small yards. So that kind of brings us over to the topic of South Dallas and Ellis County because they like their space. Now, Ellis County, it's a lot smaller, lot lower population. It's a lot less crowded. It is exploding in growth, okay? But it's still known for its small town country feel, and the people want to keep it that way, okay? They all know it's time for some growth, okay? I think they've kind of accepted that, but they're all doing their best to kind of hold on to that small town feel. Investor Jim Lake describes Waxahachie this way. He says they've made huge efforts to maintain the character of the small town. The mayor of Midlothian, Richard Reno, he says kind of the same thing. He says, we want to preserve the essence and the uniqueness of our city. We think we're different. Now, I will say, of all of our vlog tours, you know, that Blake and I did over almost a year, our favorite city to tour was Waxahachie, okay? Because as we were like recording shops and stores, that people kept turning around and waving to us. It was hilarious. They were just really friendly. Also, they're really open carry, okay? So that was a little different, right? There's these big guys with their guns in their holsters, and I'm like, it's okay, you can go first in line. So anyway, if you're keeping track, our first key difference is vibe, okay? So north of Dallas, new, shiny community fitness, okay? South of Dallas, small town feel, spread out, friendly, kind of charming. okay? Now, moving on to our second comparison, North Dallas and Collin County are more of a business hub, okay? Whereas South Dallas and Ellis County are mostly bedroom communities, okay? So especially when it comes to cities like Frisco, Richardson, Plano, okay, you're gonna find a lot of office buildings, all right? A lot of technology companies, so just in general, kind of like your white collar industries. You're gonna find massive company headquarters like Toyota and Frito-Lay. In fact, when Blake and I were touring Plano, we actually literally got lost in the Toyota headquarters, okay? We were driving and we kept like circling around trying to find the exit, okay? The place is massive. Now, the obvious benefit, of course, is that you can live, and work in close distance to each other. According to Collin County's newcomer and relocation guide, they said Collin County continues to be a magnet for businesses from across the country and around the globe. So in that north sector, you're gonna find lots of big businesses and more coming in all the time, okay? All right, well, on to South Dallas and Ellis County, okay? Here you're gonna find primarily bedroom communities. And what I mean by that is people come home to those suburbs, but they don't go to work there, okay? So mostly you're gonna find in here commuters, okay? Because they're commuting somewhere else to work. You're not going to find very many office buildings in Ellis County. It's not really a technology hub. Now, we did a lot of videos about Midlothian, and a lot of the time, there was just no one around. Okay, there's like no traffic, no one around because everyone is at work. They're off into another suburb going to work. Now, on the opposite extreme, fun story, on the day we toured Las Colinas, okay, there's lots of big office buildings there, and one of the security guards chased us out of their parking lot, okay? They said we couldn't record their building, but being the rebel that I am, I just stopped on the street and recorded it anyway. Now, here's a bonus for you. If you're in the medical profession, okay, you're gonna find jobs pretty much anywhere, okay? So north of Dallas, south of Dallas, pretty much the world is your oyster. You're not gonna have a hard time finding a job. All right, our third comparison in our north versus south adventure, okay? Highways and traffic, and yes, it was an adventure indeed. Well, when it comes to highways and traffic, more populated is gonna mean more traffic, okay? And we definitely saw that difference on our vlog tours, okay? The north side is more densely populated and there was just so much more traffic. On the north side, I mean, you are going to find yourself closer to work, right? You're probably going to find yourself closer to those businesses, but sometimes the commute will be just as long because of all the traffic. Now, another thing to know that you'll want to know is that on the north side of town, many of the highways are tollways, okay? And that's kind of a two-edged sword, right? Because it means it's gonna be a really nicely smooth traveled tollway, right? But it is gonna be an extra expense. So you kind of have to know if you commute every day, especially, you need to count on that. Now, one time when we were touring Addison, I told Blake to pull over because I saw a Jersey Mike's. Well, he missed the exit. So we decided just to park in the parking lot next door because the traffic was so bad. It would have taken us like 20 minutes to do a U-turn. I was a little worried about being towed, but the sandwich was completely worth it. All right, let's compare that to the south side of town, okay? South Dallas highways are mainly gonna include I-35 East and Highway 67. Now, neither of these are tollways. I-35E is a main route nationwide, so you would expect to run into heavy trucks, okay? A lot of heavy trucks on I-35. Now, heavy trucks are gonna wear out the highways, so you can also count on there always being construction somewhere, okay? Somewhere on I-35, there's always construction, all right? So just count on that. Now, the south side is gonna have less traffic because it's just less densely populated, but it is gonna have more cross-country truckers. So it's just kind of something to keep in mind there. But overall comparison, South Dallas, Ellis County, they're just, they really are gonna have a lot less traffic. All right, moving on, let's talk about comparison number 4, home prices. Okay, I'm gonna keep this one real simple for you, all right? Homes south of I-30 are less expensive than those to the north, okay? Let's take a quick look. Okay, so here we have sales information, and I divided it between new construction, homes with acreage, like a half acre or more, and then just the sales price overall. So this one is for new construction, and over here you can see Collin County, North Dallas, South Dallas, Ellis County. Okay, so in Collin County, your average sales price for new construction was $591,000. Dallas north of I-30, $852,000. Then Dallas south of I-30, $407,000, Ellis County, $473,000. So that is your average sales price for new construction. How about if you wanted a little bit of land? All right, here you go. If you wanted a half acre more, okay, your average closed price in Collin County, $912,000. In Dallas, north of I-30, $1.6 million. Wow. And then you have your south areas, $501,000 for South Dallas and $544,000 in Ellis County. So that's if you wanted a half acre or more. All right, how about overall? Okay, your overall average sales price in Collin County, $598,000. In North Dallas, $583,000. Then in South Dallas, $318,000. And in Ellis County, $431,000. Okay, so that gives you a good idea of real estate, but what about schools? Well, that's our fifth and final comparison. How do schools compare between the North and the South? Well, the Texas Education Agency recently released their finding on Texas schools, and we created a guide of those findings. So let's take a look at that. Okay, let's take a look at these schools. Here we have Collin County, Dallas County, and Ellis County. Well, first let's take a look at Collin County. All right, you're gonna find that of the three counties, Collin County definitely has the advantage, okay? Here's the first page, and you can see 8 of the schools scored an A. And here's the second page, 4 of the schools scored a B. So by and large, excellent ratings, 2/3 of them are A's. Next, I wanna show you Ellis County, and then we'll take a look at Dallas County. All right, here is Ellis County, and again, this is the one that is in the southern sector. You have 1 A, and then you have 7 B's and 1 C. All right, let's take a look at Dallas County schools. The first one we have is UME, and it scored an A. Then we have Highland Park. It also scored an A. We have Sunnyvale. It scored an A. And then we have Coppell. It also scored an A. So there's our 4 A's. Let's take a look at our B's. We have Life School. It scored a B. Then we have Carrollton. It also scored a B. Then we have Richardson. It scored a B. And then we have Dallas, like the city of Dallas. It scored a B as well. DeSoto also scored a B. Duncanville scored a B. Garland scored a B. Grand Prairie scored a B. Irving scored a B. Lancaster scored a B. And Mesquite scored a B. And then we had 2 that earned the C rating, and that is Village Tech. They scored a C, and then Cedar Hill also scored a C. Blake and I did several videos specifically about schools, and we very nearly got chased out of several school parking lots, okay? Apparently they don't like strangers with cameras walking around. Anyway, that kind of gives you a flavor of schools in the North and South, okay? So there you have it. Our vlogging journey across Dallas and 5 important distinctions in the North versus the South. So tell me, which one's a better fit for you? Are there any other things you'd like me to compare? Definitely comment below and let me know your thoughts. And would you mind hitting that like button? Thank you for doing that. Well, I hope you found this video helpful. Remember, my goal is to help you feel informed and comfortable with your move to Dallas. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and listen, have a great day.